this YouTube channel such as it is. Let's add a little light to the scenario. It's July 6th, 2024. It's exceedingly humid in the current. And I believe I just set up, this is the second time I've done it, some merch, a merch store on my YouTube channel. So, the question is can you guys see it? So that's one of the things. The second thing is Spotify may have boned me. I have been a musician, as you can hear. My latest album, Awesome, which is my latest album that I just uploaded in the last week of June. Well, Spotify started a new policy where until you pass 1,000 streams, they don't pay you. And so I think because of this new method of counting streams or whatever they're doing in order to save a penny, they ended up costing me like $160 because they only gave me 40, where if it's per stream, I would have gotten like 160 to 180 minimum. So I'm a little perturbed about that, because if that's the way they're gonna go, well then obviously that's gonna be the last album I do for a while, because I've been boned and I'm not gonna give them any more of my music if they are gonna play dirty pool. As it is, it's pretty commonly known that they pay very, very little to their musicians, especially to their not famous musicians, and that they are pressured through economic forces to pay more to the big artists, the Taylor Swifts and the whoever else is famous right now, whoever going to be buying their albums. So that's and so they're giving all the money to the people who are already successful, and then they're paring back little guys like me. Well, that's the way it appears at the moment. We don't know. I have not been in contact with Spotify myself. I have not been in contact with anyone, to be quite frank. And perhaps that's for the best. So the rage will not come through. I do not want to be rageful. But yes, it will hurt my economy immensely. So because of that, I figured I would give it a shot and see if I could put up a print-on-demand store, which, surprisingly enough, I did this a year ago through Shopify, and they charged me a bundle, and they double charged me too. And when I called them and said, hey, this ain't right, they said, well, we can offer you a discount on next month. And I said, never mind, no more months. And so I found this other place called Fourth Wall, and you don't have to pay a monthly fee at all to offer these print-on-demand products. So I figured I'd try it with an Electric Euphoria t-shirt and a cool hat. And so if you guys are allies of this channel, please, A, let me know if they actually come up, and then B, well, if you're a fan and you're economically in abundance, then please get yourself a hat or a t-shirt, because I'm curious to see if it actually works. I did this a year ago through Shopify, and like I said, they kind of screwed me. So I was like, okay, no more of that. And now that Spotify is doing the same thing, I'm kind of really glad that I redoubled my efforts on the YouTube end, because this is where I talk to you guys, as opposed to there where I'm just throwing stuff in, and they're saying, hey, you want to get a little extra exposure? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll pay you less per stream, but we'll get you out there. So that's the gambit. That's the game that Spotify seems to be running right now. So it doesn't seem very honest to me. It seems a little subterfugal, if that's a word. It's a here, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see that. Like a, I guess they call it a bucket hat, a fisherman's hat, I guess. And then the t-shirt's just a normal t-shirt. And I didn't, like I said, this is the first time I've gotten back into this. Hey, decent guy. That was a 911 hat next to an electric warrior t-shirt. But thank you for asking. So it's Saturday night. I'm pretty sure that Spotify has just sodomized me economically. Well, I hope it works, because the last time it ended up costing me money, and so I was like, okay, I'm not doing it if it costs me money. I'm supposed to be, not getting rich, but at least breaking even. But I set it up again today, so, and this is directly to my YouTube, so I'm like, okay, so long as I can connect it directly to my YouTube, that's where I'm at all the time anyway. I had a heck of a day. I uploaded short after short after short, and I'm almost done with the first episode. It really kind of is, but they were paying me good for a while, and then every time they paid me next, it was a little less and a little less and a little less. Like when I first felt like I got on the nose, where I'm like, oh, my music's really getting there. I got a couple albums, and they made, like $400 or $500. And then every album after that was a little lower and a little lower and a little lower. Till now it's down to like $180 a month. Well, it was $180 a month. This month I got 40. 40. That's a huge drop. And so that affects me personally, because that means I have no idea. Like, I was using math, and I was counting, and I was, that was something I was depending on. But Spotify doesn't care about you or me or anybody. That's all right. I will endure. I am a resourceful individual, and I will get by. But yeah, to compensate for that, I figured I'd see if I could sell some hats and t-shirts, and maybe that would, give me a stopgap measure until I figure out what's going on with the Spotify. Because if I lose that, it's gonna hurt. But I digress. It was a muggy July 6th. I hope everyone had a nice 4th if you're in America. It does seem that way. I have never had any sort of relationships with any of the people at Spotify. It's only digital contact. And I have not been impressed either way. Because eventually every now and then they release like a video going, here's what's new. And it's like, hey, how about stop telling me what's new and kind of pay me a few cents more. I don't want to hear about the marquee, where it's like everything in Spotify is like to consume their own base. It's like, well, if you advertise on marquee, we'll give you a bump up that list. Hey, if you do the YouTube Explorer program, we'll bump you a little further up that list, or Spotify Explorer program. They got all these little things where it's just like, oh, take away a few cents here, take away a few cents there. Little perturbed about the very, very low payment I got, and we'll see if it rectifies itself, because supposedly it's gonna get better, but I have not, because I was not in the mood for a musical, nor was I in the I've just kind of abandoned that. I've taken myself out of canon. I am the fair doctor, and that exists in the Doctor Who canon before Jodie Whittaker. I was taken out while there was still masculinity in the role, and now I'm solely in the masculine Who universe. And all that other stuff that goes afterwards, I don't even know about that. That's I can't see myself going there, so I think I'm going on a quantum divergence. That's what I have to say about Doctor Who. The latest seasons. I don't believe the Doctor was ever meant to be someone's fairy friend. But hey, that's something I got no control over. I remember the great times myself, and I will emulate those as I film my Doctor Who spoof in the very near future. Because I got plans. I got plans for the fall when I return to the Connecticut Renaissance Fair. There will be a TARDIS, there will be a companion, there will be Daleks. It's going to be awesome. And of course, I will be playing the Fair Doctor. So that's what's coming up on this channel a few months down the road. In the short term, I've been flooding out the shorts of the Robin Hood's Medieval Fair for this past weekend. I haven't gotten to the sexy wet chemise contest footage yet, because that's a little further down the road, but I should be starting on that next week. Well, yeah, I mean, I would prefer that too, but they can tell their stories, and their stories I don't find appealing, so I'm not going to watch them. Unless, I mean, it's not like, remember in the old days when there was like TV, and sometimes you just flip through the channels and you couldn't decide on anything, so you just go, and you let it sit on something for a while, see if it catches you. I think that's the only way I'd even watch that, like somehow in front of me and I was bored. But I would never go looking for it at this point. I mean, at the same time, I mean, even old guard, you know, the Colin Baker days and Sylvester McCoy, you know, that's, they had a little bit of quality issue here and there. I mean, I'm just saying. Oh, this is something I wanted to do. You know, when I talk about Spotify, it's a very, very serious thing, because they're taking money from very, very poor people and they're giving it to what appears to be themselves. And this has been the slowest Zoom ever. I'm just kidding. I'm sure someone can do a slower. My existence is going at uber slow speeds. But that's alright, because in the moment, all is well. In the moment, I may be economically loaded, but I have agency and I'm pretty comfortable. And as a topless white male who is sweating profusely because the humidity is at 1,000% in this room, it's alright. I still feel like a winner. A sweaty winner, but a winner. I suppose you can pronounce that as wiener. Depends on what you're into. I'm not into the wieners myself, but so it's been a heck. I don't understand the question, which agency. I think I just went off on a little pontification, so I get confused sometimes. You know, it's because, you know how they say babies have a soft spot in their head somewhere? I'm pretty sure my uncles and aunts are poking at mine with like malice and chisels. So that kind of brings me to where I'm at now. Right now. It's alright. So I think, hey, decent guy. Can you flip over? I don't know if you're on a cell phone or on a laptop, but you gotta let me know if like you can actually see the merch. You don't have to get it. You just let me know if you can see it like on your end, if it's connected. I'd appreciate that a lot. I just want to know I did it right, because it seems to be showing up on my side But I'm so insecure about my tech stuff. Sometimes I backspace when I should hash slash. I hacking colon when I should have parentheticaled. Has anyone had parenthetical problems? It's different than parent problems. Parenthetical problems has to do with English. Oh, they're setting off fireworks. Oh, I don't know if you can hear it popping in the background. They're setting off fireworks everywhere to celebrate our independence. And of course, there's no better way of celebrating our independence than by blowing stuff up. Welcome to America. Golly, things are good. And they are pretty good. You know, I'm sitting here with a nice, brisk, sweaty can, according to the sweaty man. Brisk iced tea. I figured I'd jump on a little early. And like I said, see if people could see the damn hat and the t-shirt. And then I figured I'd talk about the Spotify thing. I'm very concerned about that because it looks like they just took 75% of what I was supposed to get and said, well, we're not giving it to you because of blank. Oh. Shall we take a field trip? Shall we see if we can see that? Let's do that, shall we? Yeah, I'm going to untether. We're going on a field trip. Let's go see. Putting my shoes on. Can't go out without shoes. I'll stub my toe. I don't like my toe. Alright, where's my... Get a little of that. Okay, we're going on a field trip. Oh, here's my painting. I like that painting. Let's go out. Oh, we got the... What's going on? Let's go out here. Alright, you can see. Still a little light. It's very, very foggy. Or I suppose that could be. It could be fireworks smoke. Let's go. Let's see if we can get a little closer without losing connection. I hear a hubbub. Let's see if I can, maybe over here. So we're outside, and I'm peering over the fence, but you can't see it because it's too dark. It's all right though. I thought they were setting off fireworks. Sounded like fireworks. I hear children. That's never a good sign. Tell you what, I should get the... Yeah, I want to show you. Yeah, let me do this. Well, welcome back to my home. All right, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Just wanted to make sure it was me. It wasn't just me, is what I was saying. Okay. Let me show you the... I got the old flashlight out. I figured I confused the flowers. Yeah. Well, it's funny because there's all that mist. Or the mist is in the air. Alright. Oh, now I can't see. Oh, alright. Bring it back in. I had a salad. I got a bit of roughage. They say that roughage is alright. Alright. So again, things still look alright. We'll see. See how they hold. You get you back on your tether. Can't hold you guys all night long. All night long. All night long. Alright. There we go. There's a little holster. Kick those damn shoes up again. You got, I don't know if you can tell, I got my Bob Ross. And my Bob Ross sweatpants on. That's Bob Ross right there. Right now, it's not the heat, it's the humidity. It says 75 degrees Fahrenheit, but I think we're at 172% humidity. Feels like it's probably double in this room. So it's a little thick. Well, pardon me. Seeing it Saturday night. Most of the time, the youngins Saturday are gonna be going out. They're gonna be having a good time and drinking the alcohol and doing their drugs, and then maybe even smoking the pot. And we can't approve of that, can we? Have a good time. Just don't hurt anybody. So I'm all for just be nice. Still, I wasn't joking about the Spotify thing. That scares the hell out of me because I had learned to come to depend on that income, and that kind of gave me the inspiration to keep going. Because if you it's not a lot of money, but it's a little bit of money that's just like, Spotify was like, okay, you've earned it, even if it's at 0.03 cents a stream. Am I reading that right? Does that say red bar? I feel like I should almost open another.
This is a real B&H customer.
Oh, it's a commercial. That's right. I'm monetized now. I won't see a dime. There we go. Red bar. No, you did say red bar. Sometimes it's harder to see on the thing than it is up there. I have not heard of red bar. What is red bar? I'm gonna like my own stuff because I can. There we go. Okay, I'm waiting on what red bar is. What's red bar? Is it? Well, I assume is it like a red box? Because does anyone know what a red box is out there? Because we have these little DVD distributing robots, and they let you take out DVDs and you could watch them at home and then return them. A radio host who talks about stand-up comedian, and his name is Red Bar. All right, I'm on board. I'm on board for a little search and explore. All right, let's see. Go to the YouTube thing here. Red Bar. REDBAR. Let's see. Red Bar highlights. Okay, I think I got the right guy. He talks about it. Does he make fun of him? Because there's a lot of stuff you can make fun of in regards to stand-up comedians. Which I'm a better sit-down comedian. Well, now that I'm getting douched around by Spotify, I don't know. I don't know if I even want to release now. I got maybe 5 songs done, like already in the album, and I was gonna do another like 15 or 20. I figured I wasn't gonna do a full 35. I'm not gonna do like a 35 joke album, but I figured I'd do like a 20 segment. Well, yeah, that's what comics do. We make fun of everything around us, including other comedians, including the spells we make, including the the guy who fixes his lawnmower repeatedly, and then he can't figure out what's wrong, and he opens the gas tank and realizes there's no gas in it. That could be me. That could be. We all know that person. Well, I don't know. I better get some TLC from my audience before I start producing more, because I've been going all out. I don't know if you've noticed. I've been putting in a lot of time. Editing all those shorts has been pretty labor intensive. I mean, shooting in and of itself was kind of labor intensive, but getting it all together, getting it out, but it's being received pretty well. So I'm going to keep doing those Robin Hood Medieval Fair shorts for another few days at least, and then I'll get through that chapter. I'll get through the archery contest, and then we get into the rest of the meat and the sexy wet shimmies contest, and we'll see if YouTube takes me down or if somehow it manages to survive in some sort of restricted format. Because obviously I can't show like boobs or anything, so I'm gonna have the little censor bars over anything that looks nipple-esque. But they seem to be very oversensitive. The YouTube community standards algorithm seems to be very, very testy. So, and that's the other reason why I don't typically put that stuff up on YouTube, because all the censor bots are so sensitive at this point. It's like it's kind of like if someone were to have a bug up the bumhole. I imagine it's kind of like that. It's too hot for the bow tie. And hello, Skank Hunt 4242. I love doing that. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sitting here in Danielson, Connecticut, which is the upper northeast corner of Connecticut, which is the upper northeast corner of New England, which exists in the United States, and it's like 110% humidity. I'm drowning right now. You can't tell. It's all water. So no. You're lucky I'm wearing pants. That's really where I'm at. I'm like, well, I suppose I could do this stream without pants, but don't want to anger the old community standards. Don't want to get the algae rhythm wrong. It's algorithm. I was playing with the joke. Yeah, and I never installed an air conditioner, so I got one really inadequate fan, and it's blowing right at me. It's doing nothing. So essentially, I'm sitting here, I'm suffering. You know, I still take this over the winter, which I know sounds strange. And on a personal note, I'd rather, if it were sociologically allowed, I'd rather be more naked than less naked. Weather dependent, of course. But yeah, well, it's summertime here in the United States, so, ooh, yeah. And there is a pool I could go to. I'm not much of a swimmer, but I really needed to. And I suppose we all underestimate the luxury of having a shower close at hand, too. Showers are blessings. See, and I can understand why you might like some of the other seasons. When it gets to wintertime around here, everything gets covered with snow, and then everything gets covered with dirt, and then it turns into pretty much dog poop. And so it just looks ugly. Once we lose the leaves, you can tell, like, I get depressed. And it's like, oh. Sorry, am I exposing too much of my inner self to you? I get depressed when the leaves die. I want the plants to live. I want the puppies to stay young. I'm just oversharing. I can't help myself. I'll take a look at Red Bar. The plants need dirt. Yeah, they need dirt, or hydroponics. Leaves make dirt. There's just the various states. And we're not talking about states like Nebraska. We're talking about states of matter. It is for about 2 weeks. And then it's over. And then it's raking time. And then, what you don't get, the trees from the neighbor's yard come down, and then they get in every place that you don't want them to be. You can't take care of that until the spring. Because then it becomes painful to go outside, because then they hit you with like -2-degree weather where, you know, you fart and an icicle falls down onto the ground. So that's New England. That's alright though. I love New England. Even in my sweaty current state, I'll take New England. And I might even go a step further going, it might be boring here, but Connecticut is beautiful this time of year. And it's primarily peaceful. At least in my neck of the woods. Like, I wouldn't want to be in Hartford. Hartford scares the hell out of me. Everyone looks angry in Hartford. I am not yet. What time is it? I suppose I could start early because I'm out of brisk. My brisk is empty. I'm gonna start doing that thing. See, all the YouTube creators, if they're doing like just head on stick, what's the word I'm looking for? Content. Then what they do is they start out there, and then they have their editing program bring it in slowly, because as you start talking and you bring it in slowly, it means it's more important what you're saying. When the true fact is, nothing I'm saying is important at all. But boy, doesn't it look officious when I'm getting close. Party stream. Hey, I'm so. Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't say depressed, but it took the wind out of my sails when I went into my Spotify account and found out that they had only paid me $40, and I was expecting a couple of hundred. Oh yeah, that made me a little bitter and a little like, uh-oh, what am I gonna do? So hence, I started up the T-shirt store. I believe it's an indica, but I don't. I think it's called Sugar Honey Puss Puss or something. Oh, something like that. Sugar Honey Puffs. And I don't know if that. I think it's. I mean, it's a pretty enough name. Wait, let me start out here. When I talk about the names of marijuana, you might think that when I say it, it's something officious and very important. But the truth of the matter is, it's really not. I'm just glad I got some. Yeah, I'm hoping that this is something that's going to remedy itself. I know what it is. It's, well, that's not the baggie. Here's the baggie. Ah, my baggie disappeared. Now, this is like brain melter. Okay, let me put that down. I think I'm allowed to show a little bit, right? Do male nipples count as, is that within the community? I mean, I don't have much in regards to, that's the nugget of truth right there. You want to see the Ziploc? Why? No, don't look at my Ziploc. Yeah, well, that's the thing, because I don't try to keep my tolerance too high, so I just do little bits at a time. Put it in the old grinder, and then do the grind, and I put it in a light and fluffy state. Into the Sherlock. Off to the Sherlock! And that's where it goes from the Sherlock into my brain. No. Carlos comes and finds me. Which is why I've been getting it the way I've been getting it, is because it's delivered to me. It's like I'm on a schedule and I don't exceed my. But it's all pretty good. There are dispensaries up the road that have really, really good deals on some really good stuff. But I haven't hit a dispensary yet. I'm waiting for my buddy to bring me. But they've opened up, right? I mean, right up the road, there's a dispensary. But I have not partaken nor shopped there. And everyone says to go across the line into Massachusetts because it's cheaper. And so I'm probably going to do that when I go. I'm sure I'll go at some point. Put it in a glass. You're not an animal. Au contraire. I am very much animal. I want to do Animal from the Muppet Show, but I throw my voice out within 10 seconds. And once I break into it, then my uvula falls out of my bunghole. I do need another drink, though. A field trip. Oh. Gotta get rid of this. I think we're going to the nighttime show. Because, Alright, what do we got here? Oh! There we go. In my Tron existence. Lee dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Oh. All right. Didn't I think Christopher Walken didn't he do King Louis in the Jungle Book? In the Jungle Book? In the Jungle Book? So what I'm asking for is fire. You're talking to my friend all wrong. You can't talk to him like that. I love Christopher Walken. He's a world treasure. And he can dance the groundhog or the gopher or something like that. Well, I gotta see a man about a... See, I gotta be careful because that YouTube algorithm is looking for those community standards and I can't say poop about it. Because I don't want to, what's the word? To aggravate my advertisers. I have no idea. I didn't even watch the ad. I just like skipped through it. What are they airing as the commercial before you get in here? Is it like fruit rectals or rectal loops or, I'm not sure what they're advertising in front of my channel. I feel like it should be some sort of sodomy related product. I'm not sure why, because I'm not really a big fan of sodomy myself. I mean, and I wasn't real fond of Gomorrah either, although I've never been to Sodom nor Gomorrah. I hear there was a wild party though. But these are mythological parties. I don't even know. It seems to me that both of those cities were destroyed through the wrath of the Almighty. And you know what? The Almighty has coffee with me every morning. And he told me I'm doing all right. And he said not to let the Spotify thing worry you too much. But I can't help it. He made me the way he made me. And now I'm worried about the Spotify thing because that could really tank me. Like in an existential level. Red bar midget. Okay. Yeah, I'll even put it in. Like, I'm obviously not going to do it on air because that's copyright strike material. But, midget, M-I-D. But I can cue it up for when I get off. There's no production company? Did you do that on purpose? Oops. Yeah, that was simply a Pepsi can, folks. It's, so it's gonna be, I will take a look at this later. Not taking a look at it now, though. I know the rules. I was told the rules. Yes, it was a brisk. It was a brisk can. As opposed to a brisket. Which I believe brisket is brisket, is it a pastry? Or is a brisket a side of meat? Or is it like a Trisket? So like kind of like a chip? Speaking of which, got some smart food here. That's it. A few pieces of smart food. Those are at your back there, fire. Why? only gonna get one. I was only gonna have a couple. I gotta have some self-control. I have no self-control. There we are. You happy now? I feel happier somehow. They are really good. See, I know I can just keep going too. And it's just popcorn with like flavor. So I figure, you know, in the old how fattening is, it can't be that fattening, I'm guessing, I'm hoping. I suppose I could look at the actual ingredients and stuff. Made a return. See? You look at that. Yeah, that was just so to show my tie. Yeah. Washing that smart food taste out. Smacking of the old lips. So it's about 9:24 p.m. here in Danielson, Connecticut. Humidity's at 160%. I have swamp butt. Like if I swish too loud, you'll hear the water going back and forth, like in a boat. But it's all right. Excuse me. I was talking about, pardon me, about the new album, which just went out. It's called Awesome. If you haven't looked and found it, play it on something, but play it on anything other than Spotify. Because I get paid if people listen to it on Apple Music or iTunes or Amazon Prime or Pandora too. But it was up until recently, Spotify was the one that would pay me. But now, Spotify's turned into the evil corporation. They swore they wouldn't. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. I had stability. I had hope. I had hope. Come on, let's fire too. Okay. Kevin G Nicholson, Chippendale dancer. I'm doubling down on the YouTube because I am monetized. I just gotta get that last $50, and I'm hoping my content can do that on its own. And if it doesn't, well, then it looks like I'm gonna be hitting Blue up to get him that duck painting, because he said he wanted to buy that, and that's the short term. But in the long term, supposedly it's supposed to like reassert itself. It's supposed to right itself after everything's reprogrammed. But I'm a little cautious because, I mean, would a big corporation lie to us? I mean, really? Of course they would. They do all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if this ended up wiping me off the map. So I'm doubling down on YouTube, and that's why I'm here with you. Because I figure if enough of you guys share, like, etc., maybe a couple of you buy a t-shirt here and there, that might be enough. I don't require much. Excuse me. Why does the duck wear pants? So you don't see its butt quack. I laugh at my own jokes. Butt quack. And remember, it was the AI, what was that? AI third eye, AI brown eye. That's on the album. Because if we're all AI, I'm definitely in high def, but I'm not AI. But if I get AI, I'm going to have an AI brown eye. And that means nothing but digital spew that is 100% sanitized. That's a little bit of what's going to be on the album. I have a whole book. I'm sure I showed you the book at one point. I got a book that says "Be Bold," and I write all my jokes in it as I'm going through them, and I refine them over time. Because having the jokes in and of itself it's how you perform it. It's how you land it, how you read the audience, and how you can. So, and that's why I don't do stand up so much. Because I'm in a quiet corner of the country, and there ain't much for it. But it's nothing like going out and you got it back and forth. Oh, the buffaloes. That's right, that's good eating. You gotta get yourself a couple of buffaloes. Yeah, they're a little tricky to cut open, but once you cut those buffaloes open, you can eat them right out, but you really want to prepare them. In order to prepare a buffalo meal, you really need body armor and time. And when I say time, I don't mean like time on the clock. I mean time, the spice time. And a little rosemary would also be, because it's kind of like pork in the end. It's like, think about cantaloupe pork. That's what buffalo is. It's like buffalo, and it's like cantaloupe made of buffalo meat. Oh, it's definitely chewy if you don't prepare it right. You kind of have if you've ever had a buffalo milkshake, you've gone too far. Because they don't make them. See, I'm making myself laugh. That kind of counts. Hey, let's do it like this again. Because when we talk about the way that everything's got to go in the land of comedy, you might be thinking, Kevin G Nicholson, what do you know about this topic? I know nothing. No, this has been a running gag in this live stream that's been going on for, I'm going to say, at least a week. At least a couple episodes. The buffalo. And what's the other one? It was I got a few of them. Oh, the movie Rectal Elves and the Dark Crystal. That's part of it. No, there's everyone complains. They go, you don't do enough live streaming. It's like I do it like every few days, but I have to edit in between. So it's like, it's not like I'm just sitting here stroking it for the rest of the time. I'm back here editing and putting stuff up, because otherwise I'm going to stay in my paltry low YouTube position. Oh no, it's not. It's not a large crystal. It's a dark. And we're not quite sure what the dark crystal is made of, but those rectal elves have a hunch, and they think they could take care of that. And it's kind of the equivalent of taking a bug out of someone's butt. It allows the rectal elves go up there, they extract the dark crystal, and then that person can relax and enjoy the rest of the day and not annoy other people around them. The rectal elves are absolutely necessary for society to run in an efficient and civilized manner. Because once you get that dark crystal out of there, you can breathe. Your butt can breathe, your mouth can breathe, your nose can breathe, and the rectal elves can breathe too. You need to have rectal elves in your life to take the dark crystal out. And from that, true relaxation can be formed, can be found. You can find your inner zen with some rectal elves. Yeah, see? There's These are thinkers. They're thinkers, I say. I'm not insane, I'm just insane. You gotta go. Oh. What are we at? 9:33 p.m. Saturday night, July 6, 2024. And I got my store up. I'm getting my pooper cleaned by Spotify. And not in a good way. And I've been releasing all of my medieval fair footage. And that's what's been going on. And occasionally making myself a meal and, you know. Yeah. You know. Excuse me. The scriptures of Kevin G. I'm trying to put together the G-Force. The Kevin G Force. It's gonna be me, the legendary Sparky. We'll get Brittany Roberge. She'll be on the force. And then we'll get Anna Akana. And it'll be like the new super team. And Brittany will say she's not in it, but we're just saying it's like her Daria-like personality. So she'll be in denial the entire time. That's okay. Because the G-Force, you can't ignore the G-Force. The scriptures, now in the barn, I had a dream. I had a dream that people weren't tools to each other. I had a dream that women wouldn't ask you, can you buy me that? And they just bought it themselves. And then man will go, what do we do? And we buy ourselves something. And so everyone's happy. I have heard that. I think that was confirmed. Hawk Dog Girl is Lady Deadpool. When they released that, I mean, it's so fitting. Because you thought it was going to be Ryan Reynolds' girlfriend there, Blake Lively? But no, to find out that it's Hawk Dog Girl, that's a great marketing plan on their part. You get Hawk Tar as Lady Deadpool. I got Red Bar Midget Joe Rogan. So I'm thinking that's what I need to find. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. But most of that stuff that's going on right now is big companies taking money away from tiny people. And I'm one of those tiny people. Then spit. Hawk Tower. There we go. It's been an interesting day. Where are we at now? That's a good shape. Wow. It's a real good shape. So yes, the album, I'm still going to produce the album, but I don't know where I'm going to release the album. So the comedy album, entitled Celibate. Celibate is the name of the album. Will be, I mean, I'm still working on it. I'm not giving up on it, but I'm not rushing to get it out until the whole Spotify thing is cleared up. Because if they're not paying me anymore, well then I gotta double down on this, because this has a shot. in the very near future. You know what I mean? I mean, you gotta pick your punches. You gotta pick your pickle. You gotta pick your passion, pick your pickle, pick your porcupine. You can pick your friends, but you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose. You can't pick your family, but you can pick your family's nose. And you can pick apples, but if you pick apples, someone will know. Celibate of jokes. Welcome to Celibate, where we have absolutely no jokes here. It is absolutely 100% joke free. It is Celibate of jokes. We will have no jokes going on because jokes are of the devil. Jokes lead to sin. Jokes lead to laughter. Jokes lead to places we don't want to go. And you and I, as good Christian people, we know we shouldn't be laughing at those jokes, but we do. And if you're waiting, like this gentleman is, waiting for my comedy album called Celibate, you'll find it as Celibate of there is no jokeful material, there is no jokey joke. There is some smoky smoke, but there is no jokey joke. We will talk about somebody's butt quack, though. See? That was actually a fart that was in my mouth. You know, other people have been on me about that, too. Oh, Wesley Boggs, what's wrong? Are you upset? Have I made you upset? Oh, everybody pat Wesley on the head so it feels good. Hocus pocus. Hello, hocus pocus. One hocus pocus. Oh, it's a grand old Saturday night, 9:40 p.m. here in Danielson, Connecticut. My name is Kevin G Nicholson, and I'm the host of this YouTube channel, and I'm pontificating until I don't want it anymore. We are listening to my latest album called Awesome. You can find it on most music streaming platforms. You should play them over and over. You should go into my YouTube channel. You should play those over and over. And you should beware of the Faforians. Be afraid of the Faforians. And that's where I'm at. And I am not a Chippendale dancer, but I am wearing a tie without a shirt on because it is very, very moist. Sorry, it's very humid. And I'm very warm. So, that's alright. Doesn't matter what people think. Let's just trying to get to the island. Oh my god. Right. Oh, I felt that. Oh, you gotta care about something. Everyone cares about something. It's good to care about things. Those that came in, they just like heckling me. They heckling me to no end. I don't understand you people and your heckling. Your heckling etiquette. You think you can heckle me? Do you think you have what it takes to heckle? What? Well, heckle away. I don't give a heck if you heckle. I'll heckle myself. And then, to heck with you. Get the F off my lawn. I need to have a drink over here. Over here. Balmy. Balmy. I'm cramping. I'm getting cramps. I'm getting cramp in my crampolina. I'm getting a crampolectomy. Oh. You know, I love the hecklers. They scare the heck out of me, the hecklers. Where's the Little Bits? Isn't he supposed to be in here with his wrench? Or where's Benito? Benito? I think it's Benito. We need a few. We're still a few members shy of a full party in here tonight. We need Little Bits, and we need Blue. The question is, what's the answer to life, the universe, and everything? But you know the answer to this one. It's in your name. I didn't know. A skank hunt was what I had to do. That's right, dude. 69, dude. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure was one of the best movies ever. Come on, tell me I'm wrong. Let's start at Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure fight. Dude. It was not totally excellent. It was 69, dude. I totally fell out of the suit when I hit the bottom. That was great. Let's see, what's that behind me? See that in person? I didn't think so. I didn't see him either. That was a misdirect. It's very humid. I'm sweating every pore. There are pores on my body. I didn't realize I had pores. I have pores on my pores. And I have s'mores on those pores. On my pores. You got me? Aight. See, it's just like, look at that hand. Look at that hand. Hey, smell that finger. Smell the finger. Smell it. All right. I'm just being silly. I'm still, I'm playing funny, but that Spotify thing's got me a little concerned. But I'm gonna have faith. I'm gonna have faith that the universe is gonna work itself out, and that Spotify isn't going to keep sodomizing me monetarily. That was just that one time. Spotify won't do it again. They'll only do it the once to me, right? Because Spotify, the big corporation, would never go out of its way to sodomize me economically for their own benefit. I mean, that's not the type of companies that they are, right? And then there was the other, so what have I learned from my adventures with Spotify? Yeah, I kind of am, but I'm not happy, and that's why I'm redoubling my efforts. But there's still, you know what I mean? I can roll with the punches, but I'm concerned about it. I'm still aware of the danger. But as of this week, I still get everything I need. I still got electricity. I still got food. I even got a couple of the bonus things that I don't absolutely need as a necessity. So I'm a very lucky individual. I'm grateful to be where I'm at now. And although insecurity looms around every corner, I will hold myself to the highest standard of adaptation and try to endure through such trying times. See, that's the other thing. If they do, well, see, that's the thing. Even if they do, there are a lot of other companies that are paying. They just haven't typically paid as much in the past, and it was a symbiotic relationship almost directly with Spotify. But it doesn't. But even if they stop paying entirely, that doesn't mean that I'm destitute. It just means I get a lot less. But who knows? I mean, Spotify could be sold tomorrow too. Like, we don't know, what plans there are. So it might go through some other variation. You never can tell what's around the corner. It was a good run, though. I thought I hit it when I first hit it. When that first payment came in and it was like $450, I was like, oh, I can grow this. And then that monetary amount went down every album. And I'm like, I'm not getting worse. I know I'm getting better, with the tools and with the way I'm producing. But it was like the reach went really far for a second, and then everything got geared back. But we'll see. Again, that's I did redouble the YouTube thing too. All I need is get a couple, let's say, another $50, and it could happen. I get lucky on one of these videos coming up. Spotify equals good. Good. The tie is soaked. I have a soaked tie. Have you ever heard of a soaked tie? I'm not talking about a Shoka from Star Wars, I'm talking about a soaked tie. See, I think I'll do this until my legs cramp. And then that'll be alright. It is terribly muggy. And again, I gotta let Spotify play their hand, too. So, like, if it happens 2 months in a row, though, we'll see. Time will tell. I mean, there are other things going on in life that are probably more important than that, but, I felt successful for a little bit. I was like, I'm actually getting paid for my music. Spotify said, really? You feel good about yourself? No! They're taking that right away from you. There were 1 million streams. People have played my music over 1 million times. And yeah, I'm still a small baby artist, according to Spotify. Someone needs to check hard drives. Oh, my hard drives have a lot of great stuff on them. Although, if anyone were ever to go through my hard drives, I have video that I've amassed over the course of the last 20 years of my life. It will take you a good 10 years to go through all of the stuff I've captured over the years. And some of it's not entertaining at all, which is why I never actually used it. Some of it was just like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like when you do something not necessarily for the artistic photography of it, It's kind of like I did a lot of stuff for archive purposes, where it's just like, okay, this proves that we were there, and that this is what we did during this period of time. But yeah, but I do also have some very, very interesting stuff on my hard drives. And I, of course, am starting to, within reason, put it up on my YouTube channel. I do have like, I want to say like 1,700 videos that I uploaded. Is that another? Yeah, let's flip this to see if you guys can see that. You see that right there? It's like a, I don't know if it's a spider floating there. That's a spider. That is a spider. Ah! Alright, I gotta take care of that. Over here. Yeah, it was a spider. A little floating spider. Horrifying. Spiders don't get to share my airspace. But aside from the Spotify thing, I got, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Sunday. So I got, aside from laundry, I got a nice taco salad to look forward to tomorrow. Or, well, we'll see. We'll see. It's not all about what you can consume and what you can purchase and what you can get. It's about the joy you have in your heart and the gas you got in your tract. I guess some people have said I got a gassy tract, but, you know. Hey, you saying you don't get gas occasionally? Yes. You gotta let those rectal elves help you out with that. If you got a little problem with that department. See, the thing with, now that I have the new store, I'll be able to do all sorts of really cool t-shirt ideas and stuff that I'm gonna put up all of the album covers, and that'll be the first thing that I do, but then I'm gonna start putting some unique stuff that you can grab on, and so that's yeah. Is that too close? I can never tell. I gotta take this off. I got eye boogers. Oh, 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 ow. I get him. I get him. I'm a nutcase. Oh, Saturday. Oh, and it's just about 10 p.m. That means beer o'clock. Nothing wrong with a little beer o'clock here and there. Schmear and schmear. So, Spotify paid me way less than they should have. And then the electric company charged me way more than they should have. And then things got out of hand. And then I was gonna get some shrimp cocktail, but they didn't have any shrimp at the store. So I went to another store, and the shrimp they had there was something like $72 a bag. And I thought, that's a little steep. And so, I mean, I can understand like 10, 15 bucks a bag, but $72 a bag seems a little extreme. And so does $100 a bag. I want to know where they're feeding these shrimp, where they're getting these shrimp from. So, I didn't get the shrimp at that one, but I still wanted the shrimp. So I went downtown. I got on a trolley, and the trolley took me into Willimantic. And so I got off the trolley in Willimantic, and I went food shopping up there. And when I went food shopping in Willimantic, I noticed that they had heroin addicts underneath the Frog Bridge. And so when I told the heroin addicts that I needed shrimp, they tried selling me something that was definitely not shrimp, and more akin looked like roadkill. And they really, really tried to sell me on this fact. But I could see that they were obviously all jacked up on some sort of drug. They weren't acting in the accordance of natural law. And so, but I still needed the shrimp. So I took the roadkill meat that they were offering for $5 a pound. So I got 20 pounds of that. And then I took the trolley back to where I'm from and cooked it all up, and it was better than the damn shrimp. Are you kidding? That could have been the 15 minutes. Like, that was a long story. I think that was at least a good 3-4 minute story. You know, most of the time when you go on, you got 5 to 10 minutes per, you know, when you go up. And then you go, thank you, everyone. That's my time. Excuse me, who are you, miss? Miss? Oh, is that your boyfriend you with? Yeah, he's obviously a handsome guy. Look, he's very proud of you. Yeah, look at you drooling on yourself. Oh, that's sweet, honey. And what's your name? Furby? That's a unique name. That's crowd work. See, and that's when you tell the Furby to talk to the other Furby. And then there's a finger that smells a little funny. There's no logic to any of this. It's funny because it's true, some of it. Until the furry made propositions to me. That's where the story goes off the rails. Once I start saying how this Furby, this little Furby toy, propositioned me in a very inappropriate manner with the little Google eyes and stuff like that, and then I started talking to the other Furby to get advice on how to pick me up. And this is another story, and this stuff happens in Willimantic, Connecticut. If you've ever been to Willimantic, Connecticut, they have a bridge that has peat frogs, which are carved in like stone at either end of the bridge. It looks like peat frogs that are porn stars, because both of the peat frogs have their legs like splayed open. I'm surprised they weren't anatomically correct, but if you look at every one of those frogs in Willimantic on the bridge, you'll see little needles sticking out of their arms. It's not a good place to live. And oh boy, you want to talk about, well, there's another channel right here on YouTube. It's called the Constitution State. And it's all about, they follow around the police officers who make mistakes all across the state. And then I'm planning my second channel, the Constipation State, which talks about the foods I can't eat, otherwise I get blocked up. Oh, dog's out. It's gonna be an amazing, it's gonna be a glorious summer. It's only just started. We've already had so much. And it's all gonna be uploaded to this channel. There's already so much stuff that you guys haven't seen that, you know, the wet chemise contest, I don't understand how YouTube's gonna let it up, but I think YouTube's gonna let it up. And so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And we are. Had to check my connection. He says he has to check his connections with the memes in his brain. When he talks like that, it means he's really seriously gone out of his freaking mind. That guy has no idea what he's talking about. He thinks he's smart, but he's not smart. In fact, I'm quite intelligent, and you should learn to watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking to you. But I'm not taking what you're saying seriously because you, to me, have a ridiculous accent. But if I keep golluming this way, where I keep talking to you like this, you know what's going to happen? No, what's going to happen? I'm going to erase you. And then, what are you going to do when I erase my Russian character? I won't play with you anymore. Well, I like to be played with, so perhaps you should not get rid of this character. I apologize if what I said. It's a little late for that now, pal. You went after the master, and now you're in Beijing. Not even. Is there a spider behind me? I think there's a spider behind me. I was pretty sure. Generally at 10 p.m. on a Saturday night, I'd be out at the bar. Not bar. Bar. Or the pub. Yes, going on down to the pub. We go to the pub. We can get hammered, and we can share some stories amongst each other down at the pub. Yeah, pubby, pub. Oh. The dogs are barking outside. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? All this podcasting, all of this webcamming stuff. It gives me the hives. The hives go in my balloon knot, and then my little brown starfish gets irritated. No one wants to see my brown starfish, especially now when it's irritated. Because then it looks like it's prolapsed. Prolapsed. I have the urge for some buffalo. I'm not quite sure why. A couple of pieces of buffalo would really go over really well right now. So next time you go to the store, get yourself a couple of buffalo, get them home. Prep those suckers. You know, good buffalo. It's high in fiber. And it's gluten-free. And I'm pretty sure it's trans-free. And it's gluten-free. It's made from pure wheat, extract, semen, buffalo. Look for them at your local grocery store. I'm just going to keep rolling with this buffalo stuff until someone stops me, like a superhero. Just go watch. Batman's going to come down. He's going to... I'm Batman. You're going to stop that buffalo nonsense, or I'm going to kick your butt. And why would I do that? Because I'm Batman. Remember the Bat Dad videos? That guy used to make me laugh. Dad, put on your seatbelt. Oh, such a strange run. What a long, strange trip it's been, baby. So if you don't know already, my name is Nicholson. I'm the host of this YouTube channel. It is 10:08 p.m. Saturday night, July 6, 2024. I'm broadcasting from Danielson, Connecticut, which is the upper northeast corner of Connecticut, which is in New England, which is in the upper northeast corner of the United States, which is part of the world, which we all reside. And I just farted a little bit. It was just a little bit. I couldn't light that one on fire because I only had a salad. That doesn't make the good methane that you really need. You need that cow methane. You need like that. Sorry, is that too much? I can never tell. And if you get bored of me, you should always look for the POS podcast. That's with Pat Oates and Bobby. And they come on at 3:30 in the afternoons all the way through the week, Monday through Friday. And they're pretty funny. And they say a lot dirtier things than I do. And I want them to get monetized real soon so they can go through that minefield of monetization and I can watch where they step. So yeah. So thank you. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for listening. Thank you for treating me with muy respect. I feel pain in my abdomen. I'm just kidding. I don't feel pain in my abdomen. It's in my frontal lobe. It's where it's where the lobotomy should have happened. I was gonna do the full frontal cortex frontal lobotomy. I'd rather have a beer in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Go over there. I heard that. Hey, Element! Would you rather have a beer in front of you than a frontal lobotomy? I'd rather have a beer in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Because it would make me too smart. The moment they tap that sucker into my head, I become like one of those superheroes. That's super smart. I'd become the smartest man alive. And then I'd be able to pick the stock market and do all that stuff. And I'd be like Rain Man. I'd go to the casino and be like, 42 switch. 42 switch, bet on 42. The mystery of life, university, everything is 42. So how you doing, Element? You enjoying your Saturday evening? Thank you for joining me. It's Saturday evening, and you're with Silky Smooth, Kevin G Nicholson. Swaying with you until 11 p.m. today. Please take the trolley to Willimantic and get yourself some frog legs. They sell them by the bridge. Now with heroin. Pretty sure that was a Fofoyan, thing. We need a good old Fofoyan theme here and there. We're doing all right. Started a little early. Actually, I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream it all today, but I'm done my editing for the day. I got more to do. There's always more to do. Always more things to edit to share with you folks. Keep in mind that Robin Hood hasn't gotten over 100 yet. You know? Touchy those buddy buttons. Those buddy buttons can make all the difference. Because number 2 is coming out. I got another couple days on that one. And then we go to, I just broke my underwear. I'll never be able to wear this pair again. It's like one of those aliens from the movie. It just exploded. I can feel alien blood all over my rectal lint. Can you say rectal lint? Or is that sounds dirty? Probably is. I'm feeling a little, am I really, how greedy am I going to get? I guess that's the question. Am I going to try to get it? Or am I going to try not to get it? Wouldn't you rather try to get it than try to not get it? Unless we're talking about an STD, in which case you should really try not to get infectious diseases in general. I mean, like the first day, if someone, has a cold, I don't like hang out with them with an open mouth while they sneeze. I don't necessarily have to grab a mask, but I got to be pointed in the other direction because I don't want someone sneezing directly into my mouth. And when the CEO of Spotify did that to me, I thought it was very disrespectful. And I told him that, and then he said, well, I'm not paying you for your albums anymore. Your music isn't going to make another dime on my platform. And I said, well, I mean, I don't understand why you took it that deeply. But the CEO of Spotify really, I guess he just didn't like me, and he said, well, all right, so I'll tell you what, I'll keep paying you, but I'm only going to give you $40 this month, where generally I would give you a couple hundred. And so you take that, and you remember that I'm in charge. And then I was like, all right, man. And then I started building a missile in my basement. And it's going to reach the CEO. Because I carry a grudge. And of course, this is all a fallacy because he stopped paying me, so I have no way of buying the materials for a missile. Certainly not an ILCBM QRSTUV WX Pride Month. Oh, Spotify boned me this month. Just when you think things are gonna get better, then Spotify bends you over and then and you hear the chainsaw starting up. I know I'm not getting lube with this. He started that chainsaw right as soon as I bent over. He doesn't need me to pull my pants down. I know he's going to be able to tear right through that. He's going to be able to go my butt quack even wider. That's right, it's a butt quack. So a duck wears pants. Why a duck wears pants? So you don't see its butt quack. No, nothing for the butt crack. That's not a true genius when you say it. They have that game, Duck, Goose. Duck, Duck, Duck. As the host of this YouTube channel, there are some things that are weighing very heavily on my shoulders. The quality of the material on this channel is abhorrent. And I would suggest telling other people not to waste their time about it. You know what I mean? The quality just isn't there yet. This channel was formulated like 15 years ago. And it never hit puberty. Because I've never hit puberty. And I think it's because I don't have balls. That is always a problem. When a male, I'm supposed to be a male, but the lack of testicles seems to imply otherwise. Essentially, what I have is just kind of a stick, but that stick is it's more kind of like an oversized clitoris with no balls. And so I know I sound like I managed to take all the drugs that make my voice sound lower, so I kind of sound manly in like kind of a creepy sort of a Hannibal Lecter sort of way, and a cross between that and Ben Affleck, I think, or Matt Damon. I'm not sure. Hey, hit the like button if you like Matt Damon or if you've slept with him. So everyone should be clicking that button. Everyone slept with Matt Damon. I mean, I didn't sleep with him, but he didn't offer for me. He was too busy with Ben. And I'm sorry if you don't know who Ben Affleck is or who Matt Damon is, then I apologize for leading you down the wrong hole. I laugh at my own jokes. And why wouldn't I? That's right. You know what? Guys don't care. Guys don't care about me. You stay there for a second. I see a man about a horse. Horse! You ever seen a nice horse? They gallop. Horse! Gallop! Horse gallops! Horse race! It's a spectacular evening. Thank you for joining me here Saturday evening. It's 10:19 p.m. my time in Danielson, Connecticut, the upper northeast corner of Connecticut in the United States. It's July 6th, 2024, and I just made a giant hole in my underwear through sheer force of anal vapor. And I have to take care of that problem immediately before it eats through my bed and makes its way into the center of the earth, where it will destabilize this planet and we will explode. Hey, divorce driver, how you doing? Thanks for the diddle. You diddled the like button. I love it when they touch my like button. Oh. It's been an interesting day. Spotted by Boned Me. They underpaid me. And I think they're using this new so they can make all the interest off all the people they didn't pay. So I might be up a creek without a paddle in the very near future. And I'm a little gassy. Not like Neil deGrasse Tyson gassy, but gassy all the same. Is there Neil deGrasse gassy, right? It's the science guy. Or is that Paul Simon? Neil Simon, the science guy? What's his name? I'm pretty sure it's Bo Dannon, the science guy. It's Dannon Yogurt, the science guy. It's Fred Rogers, the science guy. It's Fruit of My Loom Underwear, the science guy. It all works out to the same thing. Which is, I really did just blow a hole through my underwear with anal vapor force alone. And all the insects in this room just died all at once. So in that sense, it was a successful biological warfare attempt that only affected insect life within a 15-foot radius. So if you ever need to drop me off on your lawn, then I can take those mosquitoes right out. Either that, or they're gonna fly up my turd cutter, and they're gonna start feeding. And there's so much puffy chocolate starfish stuff going on back there. we're gonna get mutant mosquitoes. And those mutant mosquitoes, after feeding on my chocolate starfish, are gonna be chocolate mosquitoes. And that means women will eat them. Because women love chocolate. Chips! Yep. You never can tell how it's going to play out, can you? So I wouldn't say that I'm sitting here pooping on Spotify for not paying me what they owe me. But if they don't make it right, there will be heck to pay. Because if I can survive Willimantic, I can survive the Spotify headquarters. I can make it to that top floor. I can make it to the top of that skyscraper. Without spitting on myself, I could even do it. Just not this time. So, Spotify boned me out of the money. They didn't pay me. But I do have the store open on my YouTube page here. So you can get yourself a t-shirt or you can get yourself a hat. And there's more stuff coming if you want to support the channel, which you might not want to. You might want to buy it and burn it in protest, which I encourage you to do. Hey, it's Kevin G Nicholson, you drunk uncle. How are you doing? How goes it, Art? Have you had a wonderful time? Have you had a good day, sir? Have you? Have you smiled? Have you laughed at someone pooping themselves today? I just laughed at myself pooping my own self. And trust me, when I poop my own self, it's not pretty. There's a lot of poop marks. They call them skid marks. What's going on there? Oh, it should. Oh, I have toxic waste coming out of my turd gutter. Out of my chocolate starfish. Oh, I'm blowing that anal vapor out of that chocolate starfish, and oh, it hurts people. Oh, it hurts the environment. Oh, Greta Thunberg thinks my chocolate starfish should be closed forever. That's right. Greta Thunberg has been inspecting my chocolate starfish. And you know, that's when things get busy. You know, there's nothing like telling a bunch of adults, shame on you. You just what? All right, so you're menstruating? Now you get to act like, I'm just kidding. She's not menstruating that I'm aware of. There's no blood in that child. So, it is a Saturday night, 10:26 p.m. here. Spotify boned me, but I got my store up so you can get yourself a nice, awesome electric euphoria hat or t-shirt. Or if you want to be even better, you can go watch all my stuff. Oh, excuse me. Or not. Or you can do whatever it is you want to do. Or you can just listen to me loudly go crazy right here. And I uploaded a lot of little bitty shorts. Shorts. And of those shorts, sorry, am I a little out of there? Am I a little crazy? That's because they didn't pay me, so now I'm crazy. Spotify will feel my wrath. because they didn't pay me what they owe me. Spotify used a new algorithm. And when they used that new algorithm, I said, oh, we're going to use this new algorithm to take money away from Kevin G Nicholson and then put it in our own pockets. And that ain't fair. It ain't right. But, you know, hey, true story. Spotify boned me. They better make it right. They got a month to do it. $40. Worth more than $40. Yes, I want to hear a joke. Why do ducks wear pants? So you don't see their butt quack. All right, let's hear a joke. What's your joke? Your joke is probably better than my joke. I am a joke in and of myself, but I can't, like, tell myself. I'm not well. He's not right in the head. Where do you put a rainbow that's out of control? Prism? Right next to my niece. That's inappropriate humor. Time to time throughout the day, Kevin G Nicholson does not present views that others would agree with. These views do not represent those of the management staff or licensee of YouTube, the platform. We welcome and encourage opposing points of view. If you have a comment or question, something you would like to have aired, please write. Oh, all right. You kayaking maniac! You are a kayaking maniac! Will you enjoy yourself? Remember, get yourself a nice hat. Hat for your kayaking. It looks like a fishing hat, it'll fit. Have a good one, see ya! That was the worst truck driver. He's a long-standing member of the Kevin G Nicholson force, the G force. Some have said part of our hometown team. Hometown team. What's the difference between a picture and Jesus? I don't know. What's the difference between a picture and Jesus? Lee dee 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 dee. Only one nail. Some people would say that's distasteful. I think it's funny. You know, it all comes down to that one nail. One good solid nail. Oh, they told me to nail her. Although I wasn't quite sure what they meant. And there they said it. I saw shouting and screaming and telling me where I could go. And I went. And I went again and again. Some of this is actually going on my comedy album, by the way, BTW. We're all going to hell. Yeah. Oh, that wasn't there. Hey, don't look at that hand. Look over there. So hot here, though. It's already warm. It's terrible. Oh, my God. If you guys would like, I can read tarot cards for you. Would you like me to read tarot cards? This is the Three of Spectacles. And the Three of Spectacles over the Hanged Man means you're not going to drop this week. Especially if you're a Virgo with a pair of Pisces. Sorry, we're going on a little field trip. I gotta look over there at the lights. Oh, it just tastes terrible once it gets warm. Oh, I could hang out now. Oh, hummus! I forgot I have hummus. Well, I want to try the hummus now. I think I need to try hummus. All right, so this is the. Let's do the. Oh, Cedars sun-dried tomato basil hummus. 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 So, let's take a look. Yeah, I can get that. It's got a little protective condom wrapper over here. Look at that. Alright. They don't have any chips per se. But I do have, well, that looks almost dirty with it. Alright, but I do have some smart food, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try the smart food with the hummus. Alright, here's the hummus. Hummus on a piece of cheddar popcorn. It's different tasting. Well, I mean, I'm not grossed out by it, so I guess that's a step. White cheddar popcorn and hummus. Another little smart food for the old dragon. Wow, you know what? What are we doing? We're doing what we can. It's funny that actually it's growing on me. The more I'm eating, it's growing on me. We got the seasoned sun-dried basil hummus. We got there's the hummus. There's the cap. That's what I'm eating it with. A little smart food. Yes. Oh. All right. Do that piece. All right. There it is. Down the hatch. All right. Now, at this point of the evening, it is, I have been streaming for 2 hours. 10:37 p.m. I am enjoying myself some smart food and hummus. Which is kind of an interesting mix. We're listening to my latest album called Awesome, which you can find on most music streaming platforms just by looking up my name. If you don't remember my name's Kevin G Nicholson. So out, find that music. Go watch all sorts of stuff on my channel. try out the sun-dried tomato basil hummus with some smart food, and you can be cool like I am. It's amazing what you can do with chickpeas. But it's growing on me. See, I didn't have, there were no calories in the popcorn, but now I have to put stuff on it. Really quite good. I'm gonna eat away my buzz. Alright. What am I gonna launch? What am I gonna launch out of the tube? What's coming out of the tube? Could be dirty. It's not. Could be. It's not. Actually really good. My fingers are all covered in cheddar. I got cheddar fingers. Cheddar fingers! What are we doing here? That's what I think. Should I push the envelope? Or should I call it? I should call it. Otherwise, I'll just keep sitting here eating sun-dried tomato basil hummus. Smart food. I'm eating like a pig today. I mean, granted, if you can call it, I had a salad. I ate the entire salad, too. Before that, I had a New York strip and some French cut green beans. You shouldn't be hungry at all. But now, I got a taste of the white cheddar and the hummus. Look at that. Oh, it's good times. Well, you that stuck around, I appreciate it. I'm gonna put my hummus away. I'm gonna put my smart food away, and I'm gonna get on with the end of my my grand adventure, fighting Spotify for only paying me $40 when they owed me at least 160 to 80. So please, if you got the extra resources, buy yourself a hat or a t-shirt. Make it happen. Make it so. Make it with chocolate. Make it with hummus. Just make sure whoever you make it with or whatever you make it with, it's of age. Because they frown upon that if you get the ages wrong. They make a big deal out of that nowadays. You know, back in the old days, you could sell, you know, your 13-year-old daughter for a sheep and a couple of pigs. Can't do that anymore. Then some sort of humane society's going, hey, what'd you do to those pigs? That's because society's changing at a rapid fire pace. And you know, the only thing you can really do is just don't lie, don't steal, try to be nice. Anyway, I got lots more stuff that I'm releasing in the near future. Please, like, share, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. Thank you very much. Love you guys. Bye.